Welcome to the Amazon. A place so vast, it creates its own climate system. Here, billions of trees release moisture, forming rivers in the sky larger than the river below. This is not just a forest, but a living network built over 200 million years of change. Every sound, every silence, and every movement hides a deeper system of survival. The Amazon stretches across South America, covering more than 5.5 million square kilometers / 2.1 million square miles. It is often described as the planet's most important ecological system, supporting unmatched biodiversity and climate balance. From dense rainforests and flooded ecosystems to powerful rivers and remote cities, the Amazon offers extreme contrasts in nature and life. Understanding this region is not just about travel, it is about seeing how Earth's most complex ecosystem truly works. What makes the Amazon rainforest unique compared to any other ecosystem on Earth? Share your answer in the comments. If you enjoy meaningful and informative journeys like this, please support the channel. Liking and subscribing is completely free, but it helps creators more than you can imagine. And tell us in the comments, which place in the Amazon would you explore first? Geography and location. The Amazon spans across 9 countries in South America, covering over 5.5 million square kilometers / 2.1 million square miles. It is the largest rainforest on Earth, with a river system stretching close to 6,992 kilometers / 4,345 miles. Sources differ. This region functions as a major climate regulator, often described as the planet's natural air system. Culture and traditions. The Amazon basin is home to more than 300 indigenous groups, each with unique languages and traditions. These communities have lived here for over 11,000 years, preserving deep ecological knowledge through oral history. Their daily life is closely connected to rivers, seasonal changes, and forest resources. Food and cuisine. Food in the Amazon is based on natural and locally available ingredients. River fish like arapaima, tropical fruits, and cassava-based dishes are common across the region. Meals are simple, fresh, and closely linked to the surrounding ecosystem. History and heritage. The Amazon's history goes back millions of years, shaped by tectonic shifts and environmental evolution. Human presence in the region dates back at least 11,200 years, with evidence of early settlements. Ancient communities even created fertile soil systems like terra preta, still studied today. Economy and lifestyle. The Amazon economy depends on natural resources, including agriculture, fishing, and ecotourism. Some cities like Manaus have developed into major urban centers with over 2 million residents. However, many remote areas still rely on traditional and sustainable ways of living. Unique natural systems. The Amazon does not just receive rain, it creates its own rainfall through a process called transpiration. A single large tree can release over 1,000 liters of water per day into the atmosphere. Even dust from the Sahara Desert, nearly 7,000 kilometers (4,350 miles away, helps nourish this forest. General overview. The Amazon is not just a rainforest, it is a self-sustaining ecological system operating at a planetary scale. Covering over 5.5 million square kilometers (2.1 million square miles), it stretches across multiple South American countries. This vast region functions as a natural climate regulator, influencing weather patterns far beyond its borders. The Amazon River, reaching nearly 6,992 kilometers (4,345 miles), sources differ, carries about 20% of the world's freshwater into the oceans. But what makes the Amazon truly unique is its ability to generate its own rainfall. Through transpiration, billions of trees release moisture into the atmosphere, forming invisible rivers in the sky. These atmospheric flows move massive volumes of water, sometimes exceeding the river system below. The ecosystem here is deeply interconnected, where soil, water, plants, and wildlife depend on each other. Even nutrients travel across continents as dust from the Sahara Desert, about 7,000 kilometers / 4,350 miles away, fertilizes the forest. The Amazon is also home to unmatched biodiversity. In just 1 hectare, you can find more than 300 tree species, more than many entire countries. The forest structure is layered, from towering canopies reaching 40 meters / 131 feet to the quiet forest floor below. This region has supported human life for over 11,000 years. More than 300 indigenous groups continue to live here, preserving knowledge of the forest through generations. The Amazon is not a single landscape, but a constantly changing system shaped by floods, seasons, and adaptation. At times, large areas transform into a freshwater world, with water levels rising over 10 meters / 32 feet. This continuous transformation defines the rhythm of life here. Understanding the Amazon means understanding a living system where nothing exists in isolation. Manaus stands in northern Brazil, deep within the Amazon rainforest, surrounded by thousands of kilometers of dense jungle. It is a modern city with over 2 million residents, yet completely isolated within one of the world's wildest regions. Founded in the 17th century, Manaus rose to global importance during the rubber boom of the 19th century. This era of wealth left behind architectural landmarks like the Amazon Theatre, built using European materials. The city is located near the famous meeting of waters, where the Rio Negro and Solimões rivers flow side by side. Their waters do not mix for 6 to 10 kilometers / 3.7 to 6.2 miles due to differences in temperature, speed, and density. Manaus acts as the main gateway to the Amazon, connecting travelers to remote forests, rivers, and wildlife zones. The surrounding ecosystem includes flooded forests, giant river networks, and diverse wetlands. This region is considered one of the most biodiverse areas on Earth, holding a large share of global species. Wildlife near Manaus includes jaguars, giant riverfish like arapaima, sloths, and rare monkey species. Local culture reflects a blend of indigenous heritage and urban life, visible in festivals and daily routines. Traditional dishes often feature freshwater fish, cassava, and tropical fruits sourced from the forest. Economically, Manaus is an important industrial and trade hub, supported by a free economic zone. Despite rapid growth, conservation efforts remain important to protect nearby forests and ecosystems. Manaus represents a rare contrast where a large city exists within one of the most complex natural systems on Earth. Iquitos lies in northeastern Peru, deep within the Amazon basin, surrounded by dense rainforest and vast river networks. It is the largest city in the world that cannot be reached by road, accessible only by air or water. This isolation has shaped a unique lifestyle, where rivers act as the main transport routes connecting communities. The city rose to prominence during the rubber boom in the late 19th century, attracting global trade and investment. Remnants of that era remain visible in European-style buildings, including the well-known Iron House. Iquitos is built on a floodplain where water levels rise and fall with seasonal rains. Floating neighborhoods adapt to these changes, with houses and markets resting on wooden platforms. The surrounding region features flooded forests, swamp lakes, and dense rainforest ecosystems. This area supports remarkable biodiversity, with hundreds of plant and animal species recorded nearby. Wildlife includes parrots, caimans, monkeys, and river species adapted to seasonal flooding. Local culture blends indigenous traditions with urban influences, creating a distinct Amazonian identity. Traditional food often includes river fish, plantains, and cassava-based dishes prepared in simple ways. The economy relies on trade, tourism, and natural resources, with many livelihoods connected to the river. Visitors explore nearby reserves through boat journeys and guided forest walks. Iquitos offers a rare experience where city life and untouched wilderness exist side by side. Macaw is located in northern Brazil, near the mouth of the Amazon River where it meets the Atlantic Ocean. It sits directly on the equator, making it one of the few cities in the world divided by this global line. The city is geographically isolated, with no direct road connections to most parts of Brazil. Access is mainly by air or river, which shapes its unique and self-contained lifestyle. Macaw developed during the colonial period, with history linked to trade and river navigation. A key landmark is the 18th century São José fortress, built to protect the region from foreign invasions. The surrounding landscape blends tropical rainforest, wetlands, and open grasslands typical of estuary regions. Seasonal changes transform the area, shifting between flooded environments and exposed sandy banks. The nearby Amazon waters carry massive freshwater flows into the ocean, shaping coastal ecosystems. Local culture reflects strong indigenous roots, combined with regional Brazilian traditions. Music, dance, and festivals remain important parts of community life, often connected to the river. Food includes river fish, cassava-based dishes, and locally grown tropical ingredients. The economy relies on trade, fishing, and public sector activities, with growing tourism interest. Macapá offers a rare experience where geography, culture, and the power of the Amazon meet at the edge of the ocean. The Amazon River. The Amazon River is the largest river system on Earth, stretching close to 6,992 kilometers/4,345 miles. Sources differ. It carries about 20% of the world's fresh water into the oceans, making it the most powerful river by volume. Originating from the Andes Mountains, it flows eastward across South America into the Atlantic Ocean. At certain points, its width can expand from 5 kilometers to over 50 kilometers/3 to 31 miles during the rainy season. This massive expansion transforms surrounding forests into a temporary freshwater world. The river system is divided into 3 types of water: white, black, and clear, each with distinct characteristics. White water carries rich sediment, black water is acidic and dark, while clear water contains fewer particles. One of its unique features is the absence of bridges along its entire length. This is due to unstable riverbanks, extreme seasonal changes, and the natural role of the river as a transport route. The Amazon also creates powerful natural phenomena like the Pororoca tidal bore. During this event, waves up to 4 meters/13 feet move upstream, creating strong water currents. The river supports countless ecosystems, from flooded forests to oxbow lakes and wetlands. Its waters are home to species like pink river dolphins, giant fish, and diverse aquatic life. For millions of people, the river serves as a lifeline, providing transport, food, and economic activity. The Amazon River is not just a waterway, but a dynamic system shaping life across an entire continent. The Amazon rainforest. The Amazon rainforest is the largest tropical forest on Earth, covering over 5.5 million square kilometers/2.1 million square miles. It spans across 9 countries in South America, forming the most complex biodiversity system on the planet. This forest is structured in multiple layers, from canopies rising up to 40 meters (131 feet) to the shaded forest floor. Each layer supports different forms of life, creating a dense and interconnected ecosystem. In just 1 hectare, there can be more than 300 tree species, more than many entire countries. The Amazon is not uniform, but a mosaic of ecosystems including flooded forests, white sand forests, and dense upland forests. During the rainy season, water levels can rise over 10 meters (32 feet), transforming forests into aquatic environments. Trees have adapted with wide and elevated root systems to survive in shallow and shifting soils. Some species grow flowers and fruits directly on their trunks, supporting animal-based pollination and seed dispersal. The forest is home to extraordinary wildlife, including jaguars, sloths, harpy eagles, and countless insects. Above the ground, life continues in the canopy, where many species live without ever reaching the forest floor. The Amazon also plays a critical role in regulating global climate through carbon storage and moisture cycles. Billions of trees release water vapor daily, contributing to cloud formation and regional rainfall. This system helps stabilize temperatures and supports ecosystems far beyond South America. The Amazon rainforest is not just a forest, but a living system constantly evolving through cycles of water, energy, and life. Caño Cristales. Caño Cristales flows through Serranía de la Macarena in Colombia at the edge of the Amazon basin. It is often called the River of Five Colors due to its striking seasonal transformation. Between June and November, The river displays shades of red, yellow, green, blue, and black. This color effect comes from an aquatic plant called Macarenia clavigera growing on the riverbed. When sunlight, water level, and temperature align, the plant turns a vivid red color. The river stretches across ancient geological formations estimated at over 1.2 billion years old. Its landscape includes rocky channels, small waterfalls, and naturally carved pools. The water is extremely clear, with very low nutrients, which limits the presence of fish. This creates a calm and visually unique environment compared to other Amazonian rivers. The region sits at the intersection of the Andes, the Orinoco Basin, and the Amazon ecosystem. This rare overlap creates a biodiversity hotspot with many bird and plant species. Access to Caño Cristales is controlled, with visitor limits and strict environmental rules in place. Activities like hiking and guided river exploration allow close observation without damaging the ecosystem. Local communities manage tourism, supporting conservation and sustainable economic growth. Caño Cristales stands as one of the most unique natural displays shaped by precise environmental balance. Canaima National Park lies in southeastern Venezuela, covering a vast area of ancient landscapes and dense rainforest. It spans over 30,000 square kilometers / 11,583 square miles, making it one of the largest protected areas in the region. The park is famous for its tepuis, flat-topped mountains rising sharply from the surrounding plains. These formations are among the oldest on Earth, dating back billions of years. Their isolation has created unique ecosystems where many plant species exist nowhere else. At the heart of the park is Angel Falls, the tallest waterfall in the world at 979 meters / 3,212 feet. Water descends in a long free fall, often turning into mist before reaching the ground below. The landscape combines open savannas, dense rainforest, and dramatic cliffs in one setting. Different elevations create distinct climates, from warm lowlands to cooler mountaintops. This variation supports diverse wildlife, including jaguars, giant anteaters, and large bird species. The park is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its natural significance. Access to many areas requires air or river travel due to the remote and rugged terrain. Local communities maintain traditional ways of life, closely connected to the land and natural cycles. Tourism activities include trekking, river journeys, and guided exploration of remote regions. Canaima National Park represents one of the most ancient and untouched natural environments on Earth. Tambopata Tambopata lies in southeastern Peru, deep within the Amazon basin, covering over 274,000 hectares of protected rainforest. It is considered one of the most biodiverse regions on Earth, with an extraordinary concentration of species. The landscape is shaped by winding rivers, oxbow lakes, and dense primary forest ecosystems. Lake Sandoval is one of the most notable areas, known for its calm waters and rich wildlife presence. The forest structure here is multi-layered, supporting life from the ground level to the high canopy zones. Visitors can walk on canopy bridges about 25 meters/82 feet above the forest floor to observe wildlife. Tambopata hosts over 600 bird species and more than 1,200 butterfly species, along with countless insects. Wildlife includes giant river otters, monkeys, caimans, and large bird species such as macaws. One of the most unique features is the clay licks, where groups of colorful macaws gather daily. These natural sites provide essential minerals to birds, creating a striking visual display. The region sits at the intersection of different ecosystems, increasing its ecological diversity. Local communities play a key role in conservation, sharing knowledge and guiding ecotourism activities. The economy is largely based on sustainable tourism, research, and forest-related livelihoods. However, the region faces threats from illegal mining and environmental degradation. Tambopata represents a living example of how biodiversity, conservation, and human presence can coexist. Alto do Chão. Alto do Chão is located in northern Brazil, along the clear waters of the Tapajós River in the Amazon region. It is often known for its rare combination of tropical forest and white sand river beaches. The landscape changes with the seasons, creating a unique natural cycle throughout the year. During the dry season, wide white sand beaches appear, forming islands along the river. In the rainy season, water levels rise and the area transforms into a flooded forest environment. This seasonal shift allows activities like swimming, canoeing, and river exploration in different forms. The water here is unusually clear due to the sandy riverbed, giving it a distinct blue-green color. Ilha do Amor is one of the most recognized spots, appearing as a temporary island during low water levels. The region has a long history, with indigenous communities maintaining strong cultural traditions. Local festivals celebrate regional stories, music, and traditional dance connected to river life. Food in the area includes freshwater fish, cassava-based dishes, and tropical fruits grown locally. The local economy relies on tourism, fishing, and small-scale agriculture. The surrounding forest supports diverse wildlife, including river dolphins and aquatic plant species. At sunset, the sky reflects across the river, creating a calm and balanced natural scene. Alto do Chão offers a rare Amazon experience where forest and beach landscapes exist together. Anavilhanas National Park. Anavilhanas National Park lies in northern Brazil, along the Rio Negro, within the Amazon basin. It covers about 350,470 hectares, forming one of the largest river archipelagos on Earth. The park contains over 400 islands, along with dozens of lakes and narrow water channels. This creates a complex network that shifts with seasonal water levels. During the flood season, large areas submerge, forming a vast flooded forest ecosystem. In the dry season, sandbanks and river edges emerge, changing the landscape completely. The waters here are dark and acidic, typical of the Rio Negro, influencing plant and animal life. Vegetation adapts to long periods of submersion, sometimes remaining underwater for up to 6 months. The park supports diverse wildlife, including pink river dolphins, giant fish, and many bird species. It is also home to rare animals such as the macaw and various primates. The ecosystem is considered highly sensitive, requiring strict conservation efforts. Local communities live nearby and contribute to sustainable tourism and environmental protection. Activities include canoeing through narrow channels and exploring the flooded forest. The area is recognized for its ecological importance and remains largely untouched. Anavilhanas represents a dynamic system where water, land, and life constantly reshape the environment. Leticia is located in southern Colombia, at the point where Colombia, Brazil, and Peru meet within the Amazon basin. It is a border city with no road connection to the rest of the country, accessible mainly by air or river. The city sits along the Amazon River, surrounded by dense rainforest and seasonal flooded ecosystems. Its location creates a unique cultural mix, influenced by 3 nations and multiple indigenous communities. The surrounding environment includes primary rainforest, wetlands, and river islands shaped by seasonal water cycles. During high water periods, large forest areas become flooded, forming rich aquatic habitats. This region supports remarkable biodiversity, including over 100 frog species and many bird varieties. Pink river dolphins are often seen in nearby waters, especially around calm river channels. One of the most striking sights is the evening return of thousands of parrots, filling the sky with sound. Local life is closely tied to the forest, with communities relying on fishing, small-scale farming, and river transport. Traditional food includes freshwater fish, cassava, and locally sourced vegetables prepared in simple ways. Markets in Leticia reflect a blend of regional products and cross-border trade activity. Tourism focuses on nature exploration, including river journeys, wildlife observation, and guided forest walks. The area offers direct access to nearby reserves and protected rainforest zones. Leticia stands as a meeting point of cultures and ecosystems within the heart of the Amazon. Environmental protection. The Amazon is one of the most important ecological systems on Earth, playing a key role in global climate balance. Its forests absorb large amounts of carbon and release moisture that supports rainfall across continents. Protecting this system is essential, as even small disruptions can affect the entire environmental network. Deforestation remains one of the biggest threats, driven by logging, agriculture, and land expansion. When forests are removed, the natural balance of water, soil, and climate begins to weaken. Illegal mining activities also damage river systems, polluting water and harming aquatic life. These impacts affect not only wildlife, but also millions of people who depend on the forest. Conservation efforts now focus on sustainable development and responsible resource use. Protected areas like national parks help preserve biodiversity and limit human impact. Local communities play a vital role, using traditional knowledge to manage resources carefully. Ecotourism has become an important tool, providing income while encouraging forest protection. International cooperation is also necessary as the Amazon influences global environmental stability. Efforts include monitoring deforestation, supporting conservation projects, and promoting awareness. The future of the Amazon depends on balancing economic needs with environmental responsibility. Protecting this region means protecting a system that supports life far beyond its boundaries. The Amazon is more than a destination. It is a living system shaped by water, forests, and constant transformation. From powerful rivers and dense rainforests to remote cities and hidden natural wonders, every part reveals a deeper connection. This journey shows how nature, wildlife, and human life exist together within one of Earth's most complex ecosystems. The Amazon leaves behind a lasting impression of scale, balance, and the importance of protecting what remains. And wherever your next journey takes you, may it be full of wonder. If this journey inspired you, please like and subscribe. It's completely free, yet it helps creators more than you can imagine. And tell us in the comments, which country should we explore next?